In France, home to about 500,000 Gypsies, but there is only one Roma mayor. And interestingly, it is more popular among voters who are not Roma Anglo people. Chris Bockman know why. First, you see a spectacular sight, the medieval towers of the citadel of Carcassonne, perfectly preserved, and appear in the background the mountain massif of the Black Mountain. It looks like a scenery of some movie. The city attracts over 2 million tourists a year. However, you will not find a location, remote from the center of Carcassonne, 6 game, where I Senhausa on any tourist map, and most locals try to avoid it. It consists of old houses collected from vans, cinder blocks or metal sheets, between which lie dirty Neapolitan track. In gardens and public areas full of wrecked cars and other debris. In some places tied, are sitting in pens dogs that look pathetic. Here live 300 travelers, the Roma community, which in French is called gitanes or gens de voyages, wandering people. Most of them have roots in the north of Spain and different from the Roma communities from the north of France, which originate from Germany and Eastern Europe call themselves Roma. South Gypsies, travelers, speak the Catalan language at home, even if they live in France for generations. Site d'Esperance is an integral part of Barrack, with a population of just over people, and I came here to meet the only elected Roma mayor of France, Michel Soul. He is 57 years old, he's tanned, lives face, strong southern accent, and the ringtone on the phone is set to the melody of flamenco. We're talking about his past and why, contrary to what you might expect, many Roma voters oppose it. Michel was born in 1961 at illegal dumps in a family of 10 children. At the age of 16 years, the mother married him to a girl he has never met. He says that he remained married to her for 17 years and raised 4 children, and through love met after his divorce at the age of 38 years. Marriage outside the community was once taboo, he explains, but now the situation is changing. The municipality of Barraca is located in the historic center of the village, away from the homes of the Roma. Here, Michel was almost by accident. He was a local librarian and a member of the village council when the previous mayor died. He was asked to hold the position until the next elections in 2014, which he then won with the support of 70% of the vote. They need to integrate with the rest of French society, he argues, in order to overcome the vicious circle of poverty in which most were trapped. In the middle of this quarter runs the community center. Bruno Arden, who works there, tells me that the majority of residents need assistance in filling out documents to obtain public benefits, respond to court orders or decisions, final requirements regarding utility payments. He said that nearly half the Roma in Barrack don't know how to read or write, and many children leave school before they turn 16 years old. Very often followed by a cycle of crime and incarceration. According to the mayor, the only solution is to end generous benefits and violation of the integrity of the community. Some Roma who have a job full-time or ambition had left the quarter. However, the majority of those who remained there opposes the mayor's plans, and when we go quarter on quarter, showing a dislike to him. During the day on weekdays, a lot of men sitting in cars smoke or drink. We are talking to Slonim, which is not Rum, but married a girl from a gypsy family. In the veins of his relatives and their friends bleeding, travelers, even if they no longer move from place to place, and he says that this means that they are culturally resistant to change in rules. They don't like anything that is imposed by government from above. The following year, 3 Roma houses demolished and their residents will move to new public housing closer to the center of the village. Before the mayor's term will end in 2020, the residents of the 19 homes will go after them. Now Michel Soul asked to provide tips for overcoming social exclusion of Roma in other cities with large Rasici communities such as Perpignan on the Mediterranean coast. At the same time, he has not yet decided whether to stand for election next year. He says work exhausting, because it was between the lights, between the community of travelers, which accuses him of treachery, and the rest of the village, which blames the Roma in creating an atmosphere of danger. And some of the residents do not want to move closer to the center of the village. Barrack, like many other towns and cities in the region, voted overwhelmingly for the right-wing National Front in the elections of 2017, making the experience of Michel Soul even more impressive, and he himself is a symbol of hope to a divided community.